Hello, welcome to QRT News on Quảng Nam Radio and Television. I'm Lena. Let's take a look at the highlights. The Lao National Assembly delegation visited Thailand. Lê Thánh Tông High School for the Gifted opened a new school year.
Hoi An, a cultural and creative destination.
During a visit and working session with the National Assembly of Vietnam on the morning of September the 4th, Mr. Somrat Phonsina, Vice Chairman of the Lao National Assembly, and his delegation visited and worked with Thakral Group in Quảng Nam Province to exchange experience on the operation of open economic zones and discuss investment cooperation with Laos in several sectors. Vice Chairman of the National Assembly Nguyễn Đức Hải received and worked with the delegation.
In his welcome speech, Secretary of the Quảng Nam Provincial Party Committee, Lương Nguyễn Minh Triết, expressed his pleasure and emphasized that Quảng Nam has a close relationship with the southern provinces of Laos, a relationship that has been growing and is highly valued by the parties, states, and national assemblies of both countries. Since its re-establishment in 1997, Quảng Nam Province has made significant progress with major and important contributions from Thakral. During the meeting, Mr. Trần Bá Dương, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Thakral, stated that Thakral has become a largest automobile manufacturing and assembly group in Vietnam, and is currently investing in a large-scale, integrated, circular agriculture complex covering over 27,000 hectares in Attapeu and Saigon provinces in Laos. Additionally, Thakral has implemented the Nong Khang Airport project in Sa Nu District, Ho Phan Province, with a total value of $82 million. The airport is now operating with a frequency of 22 flights per week. Nong Khang Airport is located in the land trade gateway between Laos and Vietnam, serving as a key factor in promoting cross-border import-export development between the two countries. Vice Chairman of the Laos National Assembly Somrat Phonsina expressed his gratitude for the warm reception from the National Assembly of Vietnam, the leadership of Quảng Nam Province, and Thakral Group. He also stated that upon his return to Laos, he would propose to the National Assembly, the government, and relevant ministries, departments, and localities where Thakral's projects are located to create favorable conditions for Thakral's projects in Laos to operate effectively.
On the afternoon of September the 4th, Vice Chairman of the Lao National Assembly Somrat Phonsina and Vice Chairman of the Vietnamese National Assembly Nguyễn Đức Hải offered flowers and incense at the Provincial Martyr Cemetery and the monuments of Vietnamese heroic martyrs. Accompanying the delegation were Quảng Nam Provincial Party Secretary Lương Nguyễn Minh Triết, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Council Nguyễn Công Thanh, and Deputy Head of the Provincial National Assembly delegation Dương Văn Phước. At the Provincial Martyr Cemetery and the Monument of Vietnamese Heroic Martyrs, the delegates observed a moment of silence to honor the immense contribution and sacrifice of generations of forefathers, compatriots, and soldiers. They also expressed gratitude for the great contributions of the Vietnamese heroic martyrs to the revolutionary cause of national liberation, peace, and the prosperity and happiness enjoyed today. The sacrifice of the heroic martyrs and Vietnamese heroic martyrs have brought glory to the homeland and nurtured the seed of the aspiration for peace. Today's leadership continues to uphold the tradition, working with the entire party and the people to build a prosperous and strong homeland. On the afternoon of September the 4th, a delegation from the Lao National Assembly, led by Mr. Somrat Phonsena, Vice Chairman of the Lao National Assembly, and Mr. Nguyễn Đức Hải, Vice Chairman of the Vietnamese National Assembly, visited the Lower Laos resistance base in Phú Ninh District. Accompanying the delegation were Secretary of the Quảng Nam Provincial Party Committee Lương Nguyễn Minh Triết, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Council Nguyễn Công Thanh, and the Deputy Head of the Provincial National Assembly Delegation Dương Văn Phước.
During the visit, the Lao delegation was briefly informed on the history of the formation of the Lower Lao Resistance Base and the development of the anti-French resistance movement in the Lower Laos battlefield. This site has marked a significant milestone in the struggle for independence of the armies and people of the both nations, affirming the traditional friendships and special solidarity between the two parties and states of Vietnam and Laos. Currently, the Phú Ninh District People's Committee has planned a 5-hectare area for the construction of the Lower Laos Resistance Base and the Southern Central Region Political Department in Phú Thuận Town, Phú Ninh District. On this occasion, the Vice Chairman of the National Assemblies of both countries wrote their thoughts in the site's commemorative guestbook, toured the exhibition of the image and artifacts, and took souvenir photos at the Lower Lao Resistance Base and the Southern Central Region Political Department.
On the morning of September the 5th, Mr. Lương Nguyễn Minh Triết, Secretary of the Quảng Nam Provincial Party Committee, along with representatives from the Quảng Nam Department of Education and Training, the Hội An City, and the Điện Bàn Town leadership attended the opening ceremony at Lê Thánh Tông High School for the Gifted. This academic year, the school welcomed over 300 fifth grade students from various districts and cities. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Mr. Lê Thành Vinh, principal of Lê Thánh Tông High School for the Gifted, emphasized that preserving and promoting the great values that the school has built and accumulated over nearly 15 years is both a sacred responsibility and a source of pride for the school's staff and students. In the face of numerous trends in the area, we encounter both opportunities and challenges between development and backgrounders. At the ceremony, a representative from the school read a letter from the president on the occasion of the school opening and welcomed 315 new students of the 10th grade, bringing the total number of students to over 900 across 3 grades. In the 2023-2024 academic year, Lê Thánh Tông High School for the Gifted achieved 34 National Excellence Awards, marking the first time the school won a first place award at the national level. Additionally, the school students won 52 traditional April 30 Olympic medals in southern Vietnam, securing the first place overall position among 75 competing units from Da Nang to Cà Mau. Furthermore, Đỗ Phú Quốc won a silver medal at the International Chemistry Olympiad, marking the first high achievement for Quảng Nam. During this occasion, many students who achieved high academic performance and won awards at various levels received scholarships and encouragement from organizations to continue their efforts in learning and training. Not only famous for its architectural and cultural imprints preserved over hundreds of years, the ancient town of Hội An is also a destination that has attracted both domestic and international artists, allowing them to indulge in their passion for cultural and artistic creation. This is also the sustainable direction of the heritage city, aimed at enhancing unique and appealing cultural tourism products and moving towards building an eco-cultural tourism city.
For the first time, a special stage was set up in the middle of a rice field in Cẩm Châu Commune, Hội An City, to showcase contemporary dance combined with folk music and the rustic Vietnamese countryside setting. The 60-minute performance, titled Store, attracted hundreds of spectators for its show, Many foreign tourists found themselves captivated by the show, which perfectly captures the beauty of Hoi An's countryside at sunset. All my thoughts about Hoi An were beautifully portrayed on stage. The story of family love, the process of growing up, the connection with farming work, and how love is kindled, and especially the stage set in this environment brought me an overwhelming wave of emotions. The Vietnamese countryside scenery and the simple lifestyle of Hoi An's people have long become an endless source of inspiration for artistic creations. The heritage and local culture of this land have been abundant potential for artists to explore and create works rich in tradition and contemporary breadth. Hoi An is a very promising place for high-caliber artistic programs that highlight the distinctiveness of the Vietnamese people and that can be introduced to international friends. I have been deeply inspired by going out to the fields to take photos, cycling around the paddies, and joining farmers in activities. Previously, Hoi An's ancient town had also been the backdrop for several unique artistic programs such as Colors of Silk and Memories of Hoi An. At the end of 2023, Hoi An was officially recognized as a UNESCO Creative City of Crafts and Folk Arts. This has paved the way for Hoi An to continue fostering creativity and nurturing artistic values rooted in Vietnamese tradition and culture. Within the creative city of Hoi An, there is a UNESCO project known as Hoi An, the Creative House, which aims to gather and connect on creative entities. The key here is how to revitalize own cultural resources, heritage, including local culture, and the values of rural village culture of the community. With the goal of building an eco-cultural tourism city, Hoi An has promoted innovation and creativity, creating favorable conditions and nurturing new creative values based on the preservation and promotion of local cultural heritage. In doing so, both domestic and international artists are encouraged to actively participate with the city in building the creative house of Hoi An.
A delegation from Duy Nghĩa Commune, Du Xuyen District recently visited and interacted with Đức Xuyên Commune in Crono District, Đắk Nông Province. In February 1980, a part of a cooperative effort between the two localities, officials and residents of several communes in Du Xuyen voluntarily relocated to Đức Xuyên Commune in Đắk Nông, which was then part of Đắk Lắk Province. Initially, Đức Xuyên had fewer than 100 households. Today, it has grown to over 980 households, with a population of 3,980 people, nearly 98% of whom originally hailed from Du Xuyen District. Among them, more than 200 households traced their roots back to Duy Nghĩa Commune. Through diligent work and economic development, the lives of the people here has steadily improved. By the end of 2023, Đức Xuyên Commune had only 43 households living in poverty, making it one of the areas with the lowest poverty rate in Crono District. The average annual income per capita was estimated to exceed 60 million Vietnam dong, higher than the provincial average. Đức Xuyên Commune has met 14 out of 19 national criteria for new rural development and aims to achieve full new rural commune status by 2025. During the visit, both sides shared information on economic, social, and security achievements. The meeting also reminisced about the early days of settling in the new land and the bonds formed during challenging times as they worked together to overcome difficulties in their new homeland. The delegation from Duy Nghĩa Commune presented 20 gifts to disadvantaged households in Đức Xuyên Commune. And that's all for today's bulletin. Please stay tuned with Quảng Nam News on the website QRT.vn. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.